Hello, everyone. I'm here to welcome you to Simply Orchid, etc. And I wanted to just share care tips with you guys and show you what I use to fertilize my orchids with. These products that I'm using, I've been only using them for about 7 months. I purchased them back in December and I started using them in January. Before that, I used to use a product called Miracle Grow for orchids. And I used that particular product for about 3 years. And to be honest with you, when I started using this product, which has only been 7 months, I seen a big difference in how my orchids' health look. They have more root growth. Their leaves is a lot healthier. They recover a lot faster when I repot them, especially when I bought new orchids from the store. And they recover a lot faster, and I like that. And so it just took me, I guess I just noticed it a month ago, maybe a month or two, how my orchids are doing. Because I have one particular orchid that was still recovering. And so when I started using these products, I noticed that. But anyway, these two here, this one, CalMac, and the seaweed extract, I use these two every other watering. I use that every other watering. And the amount that I use for this product is, excuse me, this is a baby dropper that I'm using. This one I use, let's see, because I soak some of my my orchids in the sink. I use 2.5 millimeter. Can you see that? Let me get closer. 2.5 millimeter each. And then in a 1 gallon, I use 1.5 millimeter each, the product. Now, the other watering that I do after I water, when I water, like I said, I use that every other watering cycle. I use this one, which is the Orchid Plus, Better Grow Orchid Plus. This is what I use right now, and this one helps with the foliage. And this one is a Better Grow Bloom Booster, and as you can see, the number is 11, 35, 15. Oh, I didn't show you guys the number for the foliage one. This one is 20, 14, 13. This is for the foliage. Along with the foliage, the one that I'm using right now currently, I use Epsom salt. And with the Epsom salt and that, when I water, this is what I use. This spoon originally came with the Miracle Grow. It was in a canister, but I just kept the spoon because it just makes it easier for me to scoop out. And I use 2 of these in the sink, which is the sink I believe is 5-6 gallons, and then half of this in a 1 gallon when I mix them, because I have a few of my orchids that has their own container, which I just let them be there and soak. And I soak them for about 15 minutes each when I water. And now my watering cycle is every Monday. So I water my orchids every Monday, and I keep them in there 15 minutes so they get a good soaking. But yeah, this is what I use to fertilize my orchids. And also I wanted to share you guys. I wanted to share one of my phalaenopsis has a spike. Let me adjust this, which is this one ahead of us. It still has all her flowers. They're still in good condition. Now, I saw this a month ago, and at first I didn't know whether it was a spike or a root, but she proved me that it was a spike. I noticed this 2 weeks ago, and it took me by surprise, actually. This is the first time she ever spiked twice in 1 year. So, I don't, can you see that? What's that right there? Yeah, and mind you, it's only September, or actually September 2nd. I have another one that did the same thing, which this one here, the green one. Let me show you. This one. Last year, she gave me 2 spike, but I checked her and I don't see any right now. I mean, she could still spike. So yeah, and also I read a few years ago when I started out collecting orchids and trying to find out how to care for phalaenopsis. I read that when you purchase your orchids, depending on the season that you purchase them, for example, for me, I purchased that green one there 2 years ago in July. And so she bloomed during the summer, even though those phalaenopsis is a hybrid, and they're not typically they're not summer bloomer. They normally bloom in the winter time. But I think it has to do with a lot of how your state of environment. Now we have central air, and we have it throughout during the summertime. And right now we're in triple digit right now. And so without central air, oh my gosh, I don't know. We would be dead. I'll be dying, actually. But yeah, in Southern California, especially if you live more inland, it's hotter. And so the past month we've been up there in triple digit, like I said. And so our temperature in the house, we normally keep it around 70 degrees. And at night, of course, at night it's a little cooler. So right now, the humidity is 44, and right now the temperature right here is 69 degrees. And I have seen this go down all the way to 65 during the night. So I think that's why my phalaenopsis has spike, because the temperature differences during the day and night. And so I think that's why they decide to give me a spike. But not all of my orchids are in spike either. So I don't know. So anyway, I wanted to just share how I care for my phalaenopsis, and show you guys one of my orchids that are in spike right now. So anyway, thank you for watching. Until then, happy orchid growing, you guys. See you next time. Bye.